What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video. And today I want to talk about the Battle of Legends. The results have been released and here are mine. I have a standing of 106, so I was very close to hitting top 100. I finished with a 1740 rating, and here was the team that I was rocking. Life Orb, G-Max, Charizard. Very good to rock Charizard in this competition. And it really seemed like Charizard was kind of a popular Pokemon. And it makes a lot of sense since there were a lot of like Steel type legendary Pokemon running around. There was like Magearna, Duskmane, Necrozma, Meltmetal, Zacian. So a lot of big threats that are all Steel types. Segalios. So G-Max Charizard, very good. A very solid way to take those things on. I was running Choice Scarf, Ninetales to guarantee that I outspeed my Charizard if I have to go for Fake Tears, because I am running Fake Tears on the Ninetales. And then we have our Eviolite Dusclops, pretty damn standard. Indeedee, Weakness Policy, Gigalith, and for my legendary Pokemon, I have the mythical Pokemon Magearna with safety goggles. Now, if I could go back, and there was one thing that I could change on this team, it's Magearna's item. Now, the reason why I had safety goggles is because I thought Amoonguss was probably going to be like a really big problem in this competition, but no, it was not. In fact, I don't even think I ran into that many Amoongusses. So safety goggles just wasn't really worth it. I even said this during the competition when I was streaming, that I probably should have put something else. Maybe like I couldn't put Life Orb because I already had Life Orb on Charizard. I could have gone maybe something with maybe like Pixel Plate, so I can at least increase my Fairy type damage from my Dazzling Gleam. But any item would have been better than safety goggles. I was basically using my freaking legendary Pokemon with no item, pretty much. That's how I was using this team, with no item on Magearna, because I didn't get anything out of safety goggles. But another thing that I will say about this competition is I definitely feel like this is something to look into. Like when we go back into VGC, when we go into a meta where restricted mons are allowed, so like Groudon, Xerneas, stuff like that, I think this is probably a way to do it, and it's to just allow one Pokemon, not two, so that way we won't be able to see Kyogre, we won't see Xerneas, Groudon, and other like two restricted mons on one team. I think that this was a pretty fun way. I did enjoy this competition, and I think this would be a pretty cool way to run it, by just allowing one restricted mon on a team whenever restricted mons are allowed in VGC. I think this would be a really cool way. But we're probably just going to go back to the normal 2 restricted mons per team. And speaking of teams, here is the team that I used for the competition. So here it is, Magearna, again with the safety goggles. Do not recommend this. It was not worth it. But here is the spread on Magearna. It was just max HP, max special attack with the Modest Nature. And then 4 in special defense with Trick Room, Flash Cannon, Dazzling Gleam, and Protect. Magearna was a beast. Like, there was times where I was like at +2, +3. I think it was day 1. I don't know if it was like, I think it was day 1, and it was like one of my early battles. I don't know if it was like the very first battle or the second battle, but it was one of my it was one of my early battles for day 1. I think I ended up getting a sweep right away with Magearna. Like, it's just crazy that it's just any Pokemon on the field that faints, that goes down, you get a special attack boost. It doesn't matter if it's your opponent's Pokemon. It doesn't matter if it's one of your Pokemon or one of your opponents. You're gonna get this boost. And the reason why I wanted to run Dazzling Gleam was so in case I got double knockouts, you're pretty much getting a double special attack boost. And that did happen during the tournament. I would get double knockouts with Dazzling Gleam, and I just end up getting a double special attack boost with Magearna. Now, Here we have Indeedee with Follow Me, Helping Hand, Expanding Force, and Protect. So 2 ways that I was pretty much using Indeedee on this team to help it out was for obviously redirection, so we can get Trick Room up with Dusclops, but also so that we can just shut down any prankster mons that we run into in this competition, like Sableye, Grimmsnarl, stuff like that. And here we go, pretty standard Charizard with Life Orb, with Heat Wave, Air Slash, Scorching Sands, Protect. So pretty standard right there. Here we have our Ninetales with Heat Wave, Fake Tears, Solar Beam, and Memento. Yeah, if you guys ever use Choice Scarf Ninetales, you could always just switch Memento out, like Hypnosis, if you guys are okay with running blind Hypnosis, or you can give it Dark Pulse, or just anything else. Memento, it's a cool move. Lower your opponent's special attack or attack by 2. Up next, Dusclops, again pretty standard. Eviolite, Frisk, Trick Room, Nightshade, Pain Split, and Bulldoze. And pretty much the build is max HP, max defense with the relaxed nature, and then 92 in special defense. And then the last Pokemon on the list is Gigalith. I could have just gone Tyranitar. Tyranitar is a much better Pokemon to run than Gigalith, but I just wanted to go Gigalith. We have Rock Slide, Superpower, Stomping Tantrum, and Protect, max HP, max attack, and then 4 in defense with an Adamant Nature. The reason why I was running Gigalith like this was because I wanted to make sure that my Dusclops was slower than Gigalith, so we can move first under Trick Room and get Bulldoze up, and then you already know what happens after that. We get Weakness Policy up with Gigalith and pretty much just start attacking. So pretty much, I want to say the two like most important Pokemon on my team that put in the most work were definitely Gigalith and Magearna. Like, both of these Pokemon were just so good. If I couldn't get Trick Room up with Dusclops, I could eventually bring in Magearna later on and get Trick Room up. And I think I ended up getting Trick Room up against another Magearna. Yeah, I got it up against another Magearna team. They ended up going for Tailwind when they had Magearna on the field, and I ended up going for Trick Room. I wasn't able to get Trick Room up with Dusclops, so that was actually perfect. So yeah, I was rocking double Trick Room on this team with Dusclops and Magearna. But yeah, this team did very well, and I was surprised about this. I was actually pretty surprised about Magearna and this team doing so well, because I didn't know what to bring. I was struggling on Showdown with teams, and I just decided to bring this Magearna team, and it just did very well. Ended up with a 1740 rating, and I think I still had like 4 or 5 battles remaining, so I possibly could have ended up with a higher rating. But anyway, boys, that's all I have to say about this competition. I really did enjoy it. Let me know down below, how did you feel about this competition? Did you like it? And would you like to see VGC go kind of like in this route with the rules whenever we get restricted mons back, where it should only be 1 legendary Pokemon per team? Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys again next time.